what 5 characters do you want to see in Marvel Rivals?
I'll go first.
I'll go. Okay.
You go first.
I'll go first because I haven't gone first yet. Okay, so I've actually got classes too. So I'm going to start. I'm an X-Men stan. I love the X-Men, so I picked 4 X-Men and 1 character. That's not one, so that's just how it went. So first off, my DPS, I choose Gambit. Gambit, I think it would be a great duelist. I think that you can throw cards, and if you hit them, they explode later. That'd be very satisfying. I think using the staff and being able to challenge people from close range, but also being sick, multiplied with his agility. He should be able to jump from wall to wall like Marvel vs. Capcom. He should be very swift and agile as the King of Prince of Thieves, and maybe his ultimate should be something like. I'm very inspired by Marvel vs. Capcom. I'd love to see him royal flush somebody, but it also could be something that's more useful, like like being able to just like annihilate one person would be sick, but maybe it's a situation where you can charge somebody with kinetic energy and kick them at their chin or something, get a big blast.
Or like throw it in, or like he throw like one card and get a big old blast.
I was thinking he would take like a handful of cards
and then boom, and just make a big old
and just hit it.
Oh yeah, ooh.
It'd be a hit and explosion afterwards.
And everybody, because you know he's charging up the kinetic energy, so he would be boom. Everybody.
Kinetic energy team up would be with Wolverine because he could damn show like do his claws and shit.
But his R2 is just like
the staff.
No. That's his That's got to be like a Hawkeye type shit where he actually like, or you can switch to it. You know how Widow can switch weapons. So maybe L1, you can switch your R2.
So would it be L1 then? If
like triangle, and then you switch to melee.
Yeah.
And then the R2 you switch to throwing cards.
Okay.
And the cards can like you hit somebody with it and they detonate. So you can like if a person's trying to leave, they take that initial damage from getting hit by playing cards, and then they take the explosion damage a little bit later.
Nice. Okay.
That's my idea. So anyway, moving right along, and he'll be like, "Don't mess with the Cation." He'll be talking shit to all the guys.
I'm gonna make a name for myself.
Come on, more than me.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Shit.
Yeah, they need to have that in the game. So my second pick, her name is Sako Ichiki. If you don't know who she is, she's one of the newer mutants, one of Wolverine's students. She is a Japanese girl, a young X-Man, and her power is to use the spirits of her ancestors to create an armor for herself. I want her to be a Vanguard. I can't really add a whole bunch of her. I can't think of what her kit would be right now, but I just want more Vanguards.
Fair.
After that, I pick Elixir. Elixir is another obscure X-Men. He's a Omega level healer. He's in a bunch of X-Men comics. I'm going to read this one passage I pulled up in Wikipedia about his powers. So this is what it says about Elixir's powers. Biokinesis. Elixir is capable of controlling the biological structure of his own and other people's bodies down to a genetic level. He can produce biomolecular energy at will to affect organic matter he touches. This allows him to heal physical damage done to his body and the bodies of others. He can reactivate suppressed mutant abilities, repair cerebral functions, and alter the composition of his own molecules in certain ways. Because of his control over his own biology, Elixir has proven to be very difficult to treat medically. He usually passes out after pushing his powers too far and remains in a coma for some time. Dr. Nemesis guessed that during these times his DNA reboots itself. Elixir was scared that he had only scratched the surface of what he can do, and it turned out to be true, as his abilities gradually evolved from healing simple scratches to simultaneously healing dozens of people, resurrecting himself and others, and manipulating life force, etc.
Wow.
At first, he needed to touch his targets to heal or kill them, but later learned to use his powers on several targets at the same time without touching them. I want Elixir to be a strategist in Marvel Rivals. NetEase, please.
Okay.
Damn.
It'd be a real dope thing if he had like a move where like if he hits you, it like stops you from using a certain move on your kit and it's randomized. Like maybe Wanda can't do her missile move. You know what I'm saying? If he hit her with it, she can't do her missile move. Nigga, maybe for like 5 seconds she can't do the missile move. Nigga, so like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like a cool way to kind of pay homage.
Have a melee healer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What do you think about a melee strategist? It'd be kind of sick.
That's
because it looks, judging from what I just read in Wiki, it seems like he can still murder you.
Yeah.
With his powers too.
I mean, come on.
And like shutting down people's powers
on a molecular level, bro. Come on now. Yeah.
So I'd love to see Elixir. So that's my number 3. So my number 4 is actually another strategist. I want Jean Grey the Phoenix. So not like the Dark Phoenix. She ain't gotta be overpowered. Not the White Crown shit or nothing like that. But like the one you see in kind of like the 90s when she's more in control of the powers. I want her to be a healer. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me just get a bit of flying. Let us get some healing. Let us get some fire damage.
Such a
Maybe a little bit of some Johnny shit. Plus a little bit of healing. Healing fire.
Yeah, like a fire suck, like one.
Like she can make kind of like an AoE with like the flames and stuff like that. That hurts them too and stuff. Like an area control character, a flying strategist.
Okay.
Like,
I think she'd be cool.
Her super, she like dive up in the air and dive down, and a big ass phoenix just come up.
Maybe she gets a transformation.
Her super.
I can't control it. Goes Dark Phoenix, starts hurting people.
Either that or her thing is like that. Remember on Marvel vs. Capcom 3, how she had that move where she like burst and the Phoenix power come out and it damage you if you were close to it. It's one of her special moves. Maybe that's her move. That could be her move on Rivals. Like she just like boom, and Phoenix burst everybody. Everybody in the range, in a certain range, get burned or healed.
This is so I have another Vanguard for y'all. So this one's tough because he could have went either way. I don't know if I want him to be a Vanguard or a strategist, but my last pick is Division. I picked him mostly because Wanda's there and I love to see their team up. But I think Vision's got a very interesting power set. And I think either as a healer or a Vanguard, he'd be very hard to like deal with because he's got these powers to like fly, make himself light, and shoot energy. And like he can phase and he can make himself super heavy so that he can't move him. So I think he'd make an excellent Vanguard. But he can also heal people. So he could be a strategist.
You gotta team up.
But I'm leaning towards Vanguard.
You gotta team up
with healing abilities.
I think we should have an Avengers team up too.
Yeah.
I think like if you pick 6 Avengers, they should have like or like 5 or something like that. There should be more Avengers stuff.
Yeah. I just throw it out there to them, see what they say.
Okay.
But that's that was my picks.
All right. Here I go. I'm gonna go next. All right, my first one is gonna be like a 2-for like cloak and dagger, Sentry and Void for a tank and a slash DPS.
Okay. You guys have been talking about one in Sentry. YouTube in particular.
A flying fucking tank.
Yeah, I just had to erase it off my list. I also had Jean Grey on my list. I had to erase that one too.
I had some backups on
my head. You could say Jean Grey Marvel Girl or something. Kind of variation.
But I had Gambit on mine too, so yeah.
It's all
Think
good.
about that shit. Like the Void be flying and shit. Like he have like a little suck like Wanda. Then like you can switch the DP the tank and he just dive down to it and like just make a crater and shit and the switch and shit. That should be fucking fun, man. Like I don't know what the super would be though, but I just think that'd be like an interesting goddamn character to add on the Marvel.
Flying Vanguard, maybe DPS, one or the other.
All right, number 2, Green Goblin.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, I think he'll fit.
Oh
he's
my
definitely
God,
he's a duelist all day.
Boy, that's another one. That's another one, Tom. That we got to send that off. That's a great idea.
I mean, shit. I hope they watch the video.
And he got the glider, bro. Bombs.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh my God.
And it's fucking like he can have like some shit like Iron Man, like he'll dash off. Like
and he'll be able to counter Iron Man real nice, bro. Yeah.
Well, I think I don't know. He'd be like more of a bomber, right? But I think that his surfboard actually does have shit to do with other flyers too. Yeah. So like he's not just like throwing bombs at you. He also does have like hooks inside that shit that can grab onto you and stuff. He's got like.
Oh man, he'd be fun character.
He'd
be at least a 3 or 4 star character.
Like he can hook you like Spider-Man do, or he can drag you towards you, or he can
pull
like,
himself to
like just slap into you and shit.
I think the thing I am looking forward to is his R2 though. His R2 has to be dropping bombs on your mom's car alarms, just dumping on people. Yeah, both hands. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, he was some Squirrel shit though, but he used both arms.
Yeah,
like
the flying squirrel. That'd be nice.
Like it'd be the little orange joints bombing.
Like little green explosions and shit.
We can't give him health. Oh my God, he'd be so devastating. He's got to be a glass cannon. That's the only way to make it work because he's having too much shit.
Damn, that's a good one.
But that's a great one. Hell yeah,
bro. That's NetEase.
That's number 2, right? Number 3, Odin.
Ooh, Odin from
I
mean, we got the Fantastic Four. We got the whole fucking team up.
But he's so powerful that
he like Omega
he's like
level
the Emperor
powerful,
of mankind. He's like the Emperor of mankind. He's so powerful.
It ain't fair.
They got Wanda.
I know.
But Wanda,
we see her.
Wanda.
In the comic book, Odin is like so powerful that he's more of a plot device than a character. He's like the Emperor of mankind.
I'm not hating, but I'm saying that's strong. Though.
I mean,
what would he
it's
even
different
do?
universe. He could be a younger Odin.
So I'll tell you this though, I can think of some shit because Odin's a playable character in
He can
Smite.
get the Odin Force and like the whole team up be the Odin Force.
So give him this the spear. Is it called what's that shit called?
Gungnir.
Give him the spear. Make him play like in Smite. You know, in Smite he like puts on armor and then goes and he jumps and dunks on you. Like Michael Jordan and shit, and then like for his ultimate in Smite, he puts up a circle of energy that you cannot leave. unless you have a very special ability or something like that, like only cloak to leave or something.
His art too, can he just throw spears?
But like that'd be fucked up in Marvel Rivals.
He could throw spears like Namor and shit. Like I think he'd be a great goddamn Vanguard.
I think that's an obscure one, but I'll let it
have a team up with Thor, Loki, and Hela. And call it a family bond or some shit.
Oh wow,
everybody gets some kind of little.
That'd
power.
be OP.
That's an obscure one, bro.
Everybody just get a little bit of.
I mean, hey, look. That's
That
just
would
you
be
said
fucking
that's an
wild.
idea, so I can't knock it.
Yeah, I don't knock it. I would pick him, but
But he was saying like he would just be way too overpowered.
I'm surprised. That's all.
All right, I'm a big fan of this guy. I had to put him on the list. Fucking Cyclops.
Oh hell yeah!
Damn it!
DP.
I gotta take that off my list. I had him on my list.
I feel like you balancing it off of surfaces like that, and have different types of lasers.
Yeah.
Like fire, like maybe a like one that's kind of like a more of a block that like travels and is designed to hit one person. Then he can also have the like shine, kind of like what Emma Frost has.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He
mean,
has some shit
like, I
his
thought
shots
so.
can ricochet.
But his ultimate would be the super blast.
Yeah, like he jump
Yeah, where he
up
like
and,
jump up.
You can
Yeah.
aim that
Boom.
shit. And he like
Yeah.
you can aim that shit around
And if you
yourself
get
and
hit
shit.
with that shit, damn near one take hold is just a wrap.
Team
You know
up
what
with
I'm
Cap
saying?
reflected off
Yeah.
the shield.
That'd be
See, now you
crazy.
going
Or a
next
team up
level.
with Wolverine.
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah.
team up with Wolverine.
Yeah.
Or what?
They actually
Charge
don't
of
like
claws
each other that much. But
Yeah.
It'd be a great team up.
Or a team up with Storm.
Damn. See, you gotta take it. You gotta take it some mind. But that did. I felt you on that
some
side.
Wolverines don't even really like each other like that.
I got one more.
What you
I
got?
got one more Vanguard, fellas. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? But I had to put him on here. Aries. He comparable to Thor. He's comparable to Thor.
Aries in Marvel? Is Aries even in Marvel? I've
Yes,
never even
yes
seen
he
him.
is. He was part of Dark Avengers when Osborn took over. What's it called?
You got some obscure picks, my friend.
Hey, look, Squirrel Girl is obscure, nigga. Like, come
not
on.
really.
I mean, not really, but I'm just saying in the
It's pretty
same.
popular these days.
Yeah.
The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl came out. Everyone knows about Doom and Thanos and shit. So.
I got Captain Marvel as a Vanguard.
Yeah, that's
Oh, as actual Vanguard. You want her protecting. Because for some reason I see her as a duelist.
Because she can absorb energy, I imagine that she much better at dealing with damage. It's harder to damage her because she can absorb energy. And most people are throwing energy.
She's a powerhouse.
She had to be
Right.
able to fly.
Right, and she can fly. She'd be the only flying tank in the game. Well, not the only flying tank, but she'd be like a flying tank. Yeah,
But he doesn't
other-
have permanent flying. It's an ability.
But she would be like moving around though. Like,
right.
like,
But a
just-
tank too, though.
God damn.
Like
Because
that'd
she
be
can
crazy.
use energy to like, because she is hardy, you know what I'm saying? Like she's got good endurance either way. So like I can see her filling that role, but she just like hits so hard. Like binary, like not a lot of DPS have like. Well, it'd be cool to see a tank with a transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cap
The Jiggies.
has something like that, but it's not like a transformation. It's more like an install.
Right.
It'd be cool to see like somebody actually have a
She is
transformation.
so
that'd be
powerful.
cool. And
She
Binary.
would jump into being easily one of the most powerful characters in the
Silver
game.
But they, don't,
Surfer.
but they don't really balance around lore.
Fuck you.
I got Silver
Damn
Surfer
you. Damn,
as a
this is
strategist.
They all have the same list,
Yeah,
basically.
my nigga. I feel you.
I got Silver Surfer
Yeah, I
as a
understand my
strategist.
list.
As a strategist.
I feel like Silver Surfer would be a dope ass strategist because Power Cosmic, he'd be a flying strategist, which doesn't exist in the game right now.
Yeah, that
that'd be a
would be
really interesting thing. For him be like a flying strategist, fucking dropping the Power Cosmic on niggas, fucking dropping your ass with the Power Cosmic. You know what I'm saying? Silver
Surfing around
Surfer,
the stage would be fun. by
surfing
itself.
around the stage would be
Yeah.
crazy fun.
Have some good quotables.
Right. You already know him and Doctor Strange are gonna have stuff to say to each other.
I
Him
want
and
to see what
Thor.
he has to say to like simple characters like Spider-Man. I wonder what kind of like joke Spider-Man's gonna have for him. And shit.
Right.
who is
Silver Surfer.
Yeah, that's he's on the list. He's
My
on-
number 3 is Kitty Pryde.
Ooh, that should have been on my list. That's actually one of my top 5 favorite
Yeah, I
X-Men
like
of
Kitty
all time.
Pryde.
That is cool.
Kitty
That is
Pryde
all
would be a
shit, but no shit.
DPS.
like that.
I love
like
Kitty
that,
Pryde.
yeah.
Kitty Pryde would be a DPS, and I imagine she'd just have some. I can't think of right now what her moves would be, but she has some raw shit though.
She definitely would be able to like move through the walls.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she'd be able to spam that because that'd be broken if she could just spam that. So maybe it's like an ability she gets like 2-3 sacks of.
Yeah.
She can use it to pass through the walls and get through the stage faster.
Yeah.
I think also her special
And
might
then-
be
Oh, sorry,
like
go ahead.
her special might be something like how Groot's thing like roots you to the ground. Maybe her special is like she pull anybody in the vicinity. She can like pull y'all into the ground And like because you know what I'm saying, she done used her powers on you, so you done got pulled into the ground, and now she can kind of like dump on your ass. Maybe this is magic with not magic, but Kitty Pryde with the sword.
Maybe we could implement Lockheed into our kit too. Maybe one of her special moves can actually be using Lockheed as like little DPS.
Yeah, that'd be
hard.
hard.
He's a little dragon,
right?
Like I think he should still be able to. Like,
no, that'd be
I love
hard.
That part of her character.
That'd be really hard.
I think he's just an alien, but he looks like a dragon.
My fourth one, I had two, but I'm undecided between the two, but I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna drop the other one as like an honorable mention later. But Blackboat, there are no Inhumans in the game. Blackboat would be a great DPS. Like Blackboat would be a fire ass DPS. Yeah. I can already see his special move. Like goddamn,
he'd be like on some Wanda shit, bro. He just fucking yells. Planet Shatterer.
And then anybody close by, you just get fucked up.
I would love to see that be a terrain buster too. Like just like anything that can be destroyed.
Yeah, ooh, that'd be hard.
That would be hard.
That'd be hard as fuck.
That shit too. I don't know if you guys have ever used Strange and used Eye of Agamotto around some terrain. You cannot. If there's anything destroyable, you're standing on top of some shit. It's all coming down during Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. I think like Blackboat would be awesome, and of course any other Inhumans. I can name a bunch of the Inhumans.
So Doug, I got so many because y'all took a couple like the Gambit because I thought Gambit too, and I had Cyclops. But all right, so my initial one would probably be a what do you call it, Vanguard? That's the tank, right?
Yeah.
All right, so my Vanguard would be Carnage.
And I was to be a defender. He's such a serial killer. I don't see how he would defend it.
He'd be a great DPS.
Yeah, he'd probably be.
Well, I will put like this. My categories won't be great. So just y'all, if y'all want to feel free to correct him. I mean, but I felt like his moveset would just be ignorant. He would just be so murderous.
He would shield you by murdering everybody who wanted to hurt you.
And he would be his movement speed would be faster than Venom's.
Yeah.
He can make weapons for you.
Yeah.
Faster than Venom's. That's pretty fucking fast because Venom's just like a fat Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying.
Spider-Man can web more often.
Yeah,
like
but
Venom's fast. He's like a fast
team up
Spider-Man.
with Venom, you got more tentacles.
You know what I'm saying? But him and Venom would be a crazy team up.
Yeah, the Spider Pals. Add him to the Spider Pals team.
Yeah, and that would be cool. That would be cool. All right, so and so then my next one is a personal favorite. I think Rogue.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Because Rogue snatching powers. Rogue is draining people. Rogue will be fucking.
She's also got super strength. And fight.
Exactly. So she would just be. I don't know what category. Maybe you would put her as a DPS.
She could be a good tank too.
Well, she could be definitely a Vanguard because
she could fill any role except for strategist. I think.
Yeah, she can't really fit. She can't really. I couldn't imagine her.
She hasn't got a way to heal necessarily. Like some people, you can bend that and like the way you did with Loki. Like Loki doesn't normally in the comic, you don't really see him heal people very often at all. But because he's got magic, you can just say like he's just healing magic.
Right.
All right. So my other character would be Falcon in any variation as Captain Falcon or just Falcon.
Yeah.
Because either
Captain
way,
America.
Yeah. Well, I always call him Captain.
That's what I want.
Yeah, but him is that Captain. He could be another Captain America with the wings and moving around and all that. I think.
I'll put what's the name of his bird? Is it I forgot the name of his Falcon, but I think that should be a big red wing should be a part of his kit.
Yeah, that would
in the movie it's just it's a machine, but I'd like to see the actual
bird,
the actual like somebody called PETA, like
this
bird. Maybe you can't kill him, maybe you can down him.
Funny.
And like he temporarily goes down, but it would be great to see that as part of his
I don't
kit.
know what his ultimate would be, but it would be some
type of device.
Yeah, or him spinning around with the guns and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
he like
Red
flies
Bull
around.
Weapon of mass destruction on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. All right, I had Blade because I just because Blade.
They keep teasing us too. Did you see that he's in Wakanda on the stage, sleep in a bed?
Yeah. I seen him there, and then I seen him in the cage in the other joint. So
So this is the aftermath of that. This is where he is next. So people are wondering if he was going to come out this season.
So he should be out probably in the next couple of
you heard my theory on what was going on. I think vampires are weirdly sexual, so I think they were really trying to you know what I'm saying, do some bullshit.
Was trying to fuck him on some
man. Well, you seen the weird sex dungeon he was in? Why he chained up and shit? What you doing to my boy Blade, bro? That shit looks sus.
Look a little Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Like
if you just seen the red ball,
he was. Hey, bro. Hey, look. Blade was like, bro, I gotta get away from these white folks. Blade was like, bro, I got to get away from these white folks.
Direction. I can't
You
take
did
y'all
watch six
nowhere.
motherfuckers.
I
can't take y'all nowhere.
But I will say the moveset would be crazy because he'd be an awesome DPS. He could just run up on niggas. He could just
Give him his sword.
yeah, he's got his sword. He got to be able to have his gun.
His special would be like an install where he go into vampire mode and start doing vampire shit.
We are there. That's exactly. Go with the vampire shit, and he's just superpower. At that point, he has a temporary shit where he can just fuck up everybody even faster.
This is petty, but his DPS has to be that pose from the first movie where he's just like, shh, and then
Yes.
sword into the ground like that, and turns it and shit. That's got to be a thing.
Or he put his fucking shades. Ooh, and I can already see the Blade skins. They gonna have a Blade movie skin.
Oh my god!
With the hard
As long as he
ass
have the
haircut.
edge, as long as he have the haircut.
Yeah.
Bro, the Blade movie skins would go crazy, nigga.
Probably get the Blade skin from the cartoon.
And then my fifth one is Dr. Van Doom.
Oh, do
Dr. Victor Van
That would be
Doom.
because he gotta have a villain.
He is the star of the game. The rivals implies the rival dooms.
Yeah.
So, like, in a way, he is kind of like the catalyst for everything that's happening. But he might be one of the last characters to come out because they're using him. They're using the rival dooms as plot devices right now. So as long as the story is continuing, I'm pretty. So here's what they could do. They could bring out a third Doom and just be like, hey, I'm also Dr.